I just had to delete a program off of here, so we should be good to go. Ah, come on. All right, just want to check sound. All right, good deal. Just had to make sure the what you call it was kind of up to date. Not up to date, but so that you hear me within like a few seconds. All right, let's see what we're missing here. Oh, chats. Yeah, that's kind of what I forget for trying to install Streamlabs. That's the second time I've tried to install that thing, and that thing has made a mess. Made a mess. Okay, let's see. What about now? Oh, that's really loud. That's really loud. Oof. I might not as be talking as loud. Or either that or I'm not talking directly on top of this microphone. This microphone, you got to kind of talk into the top of it. Looks like we're making like a little leg to move to the top side here. So I had to get, I guess what happened is I installed Streamlabs on my vertical, tried to install Streamlabs on the vertical side, and that's the second time I've done that, and it has not worked correctly. So we had a pretty good trading session besides the one My Funded Futures account today. I didn't take any gold trades. I know they all worked out because Methodical Man took them all. So there was a gold long Kier, gold long Kier. So really nice gold setups this evening. We'll just keep our chat here because for some reason a lot last night I had issues with the TikTok kind of closing down. Let me look at my one charts here and see where we could be going this evening. I feel like we're definitely oversold. I feel like we're due for a pullback. I mean, dude, we went up freaking over 1,000 points this evening. Well, at least 600 or 700 points. Insane. Let's see. So that would be your 50% pullback here on this leg here. So if we're going to move higher, you want to see this area hold. Did everybody have an okay trading session today? Uh, we had some really nice big trades today. Like, I want to say 70, 80, 90 point trades. Right to the 50% there. I got burned doing this last night, looking for the 50% pullback. That thing broke me last night, man. For anybody that trades Bulanox, they're back to pretty much 90% off. So you can pick up their accounts for like $15 now if you trade the 25Ks. It's still kind of early, so I'm not really sure which if this is just going to be a pullback for us to continue higher. It's the only thing I don't really. I mean, I feel like we have more room to the top side we can go since we've been kind of just selling off. But I know we can also. You're short on the ES. No, I'm not in anything. If I am looking for anything candle dealer, it's just going to be scalping. Just where we're looking for 5 or 10 points in a runner. But yeah, we just kind of sit on the sidelines at the moment. I mean, I just don't want to get trapped in a trade this early. Uh, let me. I'm looking for one of my charts. I don't know where it's at. Uh, why won't it pop up? I have it highlighted and it still will not pop up. No. Yeah, and I really looked at the ES. Well, not really sure where that thing went. Yeah, definitely don't want to get caught in a nasty trade like we did last night. So we're trying to be a little patient. Oh, there they are. Okay. Uh, you're up 1K plus in my spy call. Man, nice. Yeah, I took some nice trade. I continue trading. Let me see. I continue trading after my funded futures today, and man, it was a pretty wild price action back to the top side. This is not coins, Victor. This is MNQ. We get below the pivot here, and possibly hit that previous day high. And if we lose that previous day high, I feel like, man, we could get a really big move to the downside. So, whew. Yeah, very volatile today. Like I was watching that thing move like 200 and 300 points within seconds after the lunch. Like it was just insane. We got about 2.5 minutes left on this 5 minute candle. Next target down, if we lose this area, is going to be probably what, 88 to 74. So those could be kind of like your next levels down if we can't move higher here. I'm all in for short if we can kind of sell back below the pivot here. I'm not in no position, Mike. It really kind of depends what happens in this area here. Candle dealer, are you on the vertical side or the horizontal side? Good morning, sir. Okay, so Streamlabs is in vertical tonight. Okay. Do we try a little 5 point trade here? See if we can get 5 points for a push up with the runner. Be careful here because I'm still not positive we're going to continue higher here. I just feel like we're kind of in no man's land at the moment. I'm not sure. If I don't feel like it's going to move up, we'll probably close this trade. Like I said, I don't feel like getting caught into a sell off tonight. $20 to $25 will be my line in the sand here. Because I still like the moves down. So, especially if we can get back under that previous day low and get back under that pivot. This was kind of like a little filler trade that I didn't know if we would continue up to run those highs. I still don't know if this is the pullback here for us to continue higher. But I'm definitely not going to let myself get put in no kind of like crazy drawdown tonight. I will close my trade. I won't do that again tonight. Like I said, back below 20, we'll close this trade and just move on to the next one. I got wrecked last night, guys. I ended up buying the bottom on one of my trades and I ended up holding that thing. And man, we took like massive drawdown. All right. So, like I said, if we lose to 20, we're just going to close this trade. Oh, shoot. Didn't give me a chance to close it. All right. I got to close that. Like I said, I'm not holding any trades tonight. If for some reason we're on the wrong side, we'll just move to the next. What's up, Nick? How are you doing today? The only reason why I like that little move up here is like I thought we had this little 5 minute trend line build up here. I thought this would break the trend line. We had a pretty good trading session. As far as the overall today go, but I did have a crappy kind of a two losses on the my funded futures today. And we just took a small loss here because I'm not going to hold any trades tonight. So negative on holding trades. Last night I held that trade and it kind of cost me. We do have a gold possible set up here. Yeah, it was a crazy, crazy time after the lunch today. Yep, Methodical Man's leading the competition. We're both in drawdown. I'm a little bit more though. We pulled a Methodical Man yesterday. Or earlier today. Holding trades, holding trades. Oh, holding trades, not just cutting it loose if you're in a loss. I do that sometimes with evals, especially with Bulinox. Bulinox is probably the worst one I do that on. Dude, it still looks like we want to just break out here. I do see like there's a possible gold setup here. But it's all the way back down at 70.18. Or I guess you can even consider that one too, but I don't know. Have you started streaming yet, Methodical? Not yet. I'm pretty close to getting my funded count back with the loose of Nick. I still need about $300, I think, to pass my Lucif account. Let's see. I'm at 950, so I still need 350 more dollars. Yeah, that would be the 25Ks. That's usually about the only thing I really like to trade. That way I don't have to make much profit in it. As long as I can do good about not over leveraging. Yeah, the market's been very tough lately. Look for 89 bounce here. If we can lose the 89s, and we can kind of stay below that pivot here at the what 405s, 403s. Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know how much. I'm still not really sure if it's going to be like a downtrend tonight or if this is just going to be a pullback, kind of like a little fake out for the move back up to the top side here. I mean, to me, it kind of looks like we want to make a push down, but who knows? We got 50 seconds for a brand new 5-minute candle here. Did you say you passed a couple more accounts, Nick? Remember, we really hadn't technically broke the swing here. So still be careful. The 34 EMA. Okay. $15 though. Slowest. Mm. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Check that out, DB. Do we finally get the breakout up here? If we can break this trend line back above 25, I will try to long again and look for the highs. Is there anybody holding a longer short right now? I don't know if it's going to be one of these deals. We got to wait till like the bottom of the hour or the top of the hour. Because most of the time in that nighttime, you get those big moves whenever the top of the hour for the brand new 1 hour candle. And that's kind of where you would get those trend breaks. Oh, the other ones you're 1,500 away. Yeah, the 500 one away doesn't sound too bad. Oh my goodness. This may be since we've had so much volatility lately, the last few hours or this day, that it just might be just a slow grinding type price action until London session. So just one of these deals where we're just kind of grinding. Pull down this chat. I'll try to do a better job of keeping an eye on TikTok tonight because my TikTok kept getting shut down last night. High chance of sideways trade. Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I'm feeling too, man. Could just be trading sideways. Maybe it'll give us one move where we can break out here and run this highs up here at the 50. 40 seconds for a brand new 5 minute candle for anybody that's trading only 5 minutes and don't have a timer. What's up, Roy Smith? How are you doing tonight? That's where my that's where I would like for us to move down, have that big move to the downside. But I didn't know if we would I didn't know if we would run these highs first. That's kind of what I was looking for a while ago. We're trading micros on the NQ. We're doing good. NF Wizard. Just air. Do we break? Well, we're kind of breaking that trend line here. Let's see. Where's it? XB, not overall, not if you count the last 2 and a years, how much money we spent and how much money we've made. You're short, or Smith? We did break our little trend line here. But we could easily hit this 25 and come all the way back down to the 24,000. So you got to be careful at the 25,000 or 25. So that's pretty normal to hit the 25, then have some kind of pullback here. Dude, all we did was break above the trend line. So we got another minute. We still got another minute left on the next candle. $50. Uh, Lee, this is a Ninja Trader. It's kind of tied to what do you want to call it? Trade of 8. $5 here. Woo. Trend line retest. Now this may be the pullback for us to move down here. Like this would be the 10%. Since we kind of hit the what do you want to call it? We hit the 25. A lot of times you'll come back to the whole number, the 24,000. Nice pullback here. So if you'd like to play whole numbers, this is about like how whole numbers work. So a lot of times when you hit the 400s, you'll push up to like the 425, come back down into like the 410s, the 400s before we get the push back up. Gold created another swing. So technically that would be another gold setup. Yeah, I do, but I don't sit here and watch TradingView. I mainly just use it for some levels that I trade off of. Then that's what these gold lines that you see on my charts. Those are Fibonacci pivots from TradingView. What's up, Ultrasound? How have you been? I thought we were going to get this little trend line break here, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to push back up here. I don't know if we want to take this gold trade or not. I mean, technically, this is kind of a gold setup here, but mm, then there's also one here. We're about to have a new 5 minute candle. I think so. Let's see where that new 5 minute candle is over here. 20 seconds. This next candle, man, this thing is could not push up here. Sorry about flipping through. You already finished earlier. I just don't know if we're going to get the move to the top side. I was kind of like I thought that this trend line break here would get us up to the 50s, but it's just been on the struggle bus. Uh, so I could start. We can also do another elusive giveaway tonight, too, guys. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock. Well, gold's not coming back for a minute. Let me set up the giveaway. I'll just do it for 30 minutes. All right. So I think if you want to enter the giveaway, you'll have to go over to the vertical. At least I think. Let's see. I'm not even sure which one's it in. Oh, never mind. I put the wrong thing in there. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, it's in the vertical screen, Nick. I just want to make sure it's working correctly. Yep. Okay. So in 30 minutes, we'll just let Streamlabs pick the winner. And you can pick between 50K and a 25K. And I want to say they're flex. I can look real quick, but I think they're flex accounts. Yeah, so you can either pick between a 25K flex or a 50K flex. Yo choice. So if you got multiple accounts, you're more than welcome to enter more than one time. Unless you're Methodical Man. Because Methodical Man has like, he's got like 10 op counts. And you have about 27 minutes. Like I said, we're doing a giveaway in 27 minutes for anybody that wants to enter for a free Lucif account. I don't know. It's just what I have, so I was just offering it. It's in the vertical screen of futures trader. Dude, gold's on a little ripper at the moment. You've never seen me take a trade. What are you talking about, man? I probably take more trades than probably most people online. I take a lot of trades. That's funny. Maybe just the times you've been here, maybe. Maybe that has to be it. Now we have I did take a like a little loser a while ago. I'm just trying not to get myself in drawdown tonight. I took a bad trade last night. And I just don't want to do that again tonight. I didn't take any of the gold trade. Well, shoot. Was that another gold trade? I bet you. Let's see. 31. No drawdown. No, Methodical. Why didn't you say I had it marked out and didn't take it? I did not expect us to whip back down that fast. Dude, instant. No drawdown, Methodical. None. Mm-mm-mm. So nice. Unfortunately, the next trade's not till down here at the 47.16. I know she banged, dude. You took it. I was planning on it. I had it marked out, man. I just did not put a resting order. I had it marked out. I just was going back and forth. I did not expect us to come back down that quick. Totally missed that thing. That was dirty. What is that? 4 for 4 tonight or 5 for 5? I know. I should have put the order in. You passed your Apex account in 3 days. Nice. You loaded up 13 more the next day. It glitched and blew them all. Oh, dude. 5 for 5 tonight on gold, guys. Gold was 5 for 5 tonight. Just looking for 50 points. I mean, $50. I mean, that's $200. Nice little $200 winner tonight on the gold trades, and I didn't take any of them. I had it marked out. We got another one marked out here. I don't have an order place, but it's at 47.1650 or 0.5. The only thing I don't like about that one is it's below the previous day high. And a lot of times, if you lose that previous day high, you get like a little sell off. Ooh. Wow, what is that candle? That was kind of a dirty candle there, guys, especially if you were in long. I mean, to get a 30, almost 40 point. Oh, we're at the top of the hour already? Oh, wow, that was the top of the hour. I didn't realize it. So you still got 21 more minutes to enter the giveaway for elusive giveaway. Let me switch back over. Pretty wild movement at the moment, guys. I want to say the last time I did this, we moved straight back up. Last time we saw like some crazy stuff like this. We make money multiple ways. Gamebit. Ooh, look at this nice movement here. None of the money I make comes all from one place. My methodical man, he pays me to mention his name during my stream. He's in the chat right there. He sends me a little money my way. He's like, "Here you go, sir. Thanks for mentioning me." I'm gonna need a raise eventually because I've been mentioning his name a little bit more than usual, so I feel like I should get like a $5 every time I mention his name to send people to his YouTube channel. Need the dollars. Look at the pivot touch, guys. Nice on the pivots. We still got about 19 minutes left for the giveaway, Nick. So Still a few more minutes. So, guys, if you're just now showing up, we're doing a elusive giveaway, and there's only 8 people or 7 people that's entered. So, very good chances to win. If you're a elusive customer. Exclamation husk. And it should give you a ticket. Yep, see, receive tickets. We're on the MNQ. Yeah, we do the vertical side too. Solo, we're doing a vertical on the solo side. I usually don't do it ever on the vertical side because I have a hard time getting Streamlabs to connect on the vertical side. Excuse me. Man. What's up, man? We're doing another elusive giveaway tonight, more. If you want to enter, it's on the vertical side. I did. Yeah, I did. We took some trades on our elusive account and my funded futures 50K accounts. Oh, it's on the vertical side tonight, more. You still got 17 minutes. Ooh, do we man. I thought we were about to break through what the 90. Well, we got to kind of get through those 98s here for us to move down. No. Ooh, come on, pull on back so we can jump in here. We're going to jump in early. I'm not sure if we'll lose that previous day high there, so I may go to break even in case it bounces here. Then we can always re-enter. I'm not sure about the previous day high here. I feel like if we break that previous day high, man, we got it. We can get a big move to the downside. But I think that's your safe target there. That's 75 before it bounces. Now, if we lose it, man, it could really just run. Look at there. Looks like the runner's going to get stopped out here. Line in the sand here is going to be 24,005. So if we do break back above that pivot, we will close our trade. Because we could easily pull back to 24,003.05 here. We just don't want to break back above it. Or we can possibly just add in up there at the 24,003s. Ooh, like I said, 75 was your safe target if you were looking for the short. But this is normal to hit 75, bounce back up to 400 or 20, your whole number. Like I said, the 0305 is my line in the sand for the move back up. I'll just put that at 03 because, like I said, we don't want to lose 03, the 0305 area. Ooh, we're about to have a new candle. Don't usually like to see a candle with this big of a wick on it because this usually means that we could possibly move back to the top side. Like I said, break back above the whatever the 24,003. That's kind of the line in the sand here because that could have us going all the way back up to the top side. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to withstand that level too many times, guys. There was 75 going to be the low. We still got about 10 minutes before the giveaway, guys. Once we print back above this pivot level here at the 03, my bias will have to change to long. We were trying so hard to get above the level here. It's drying. I mean, we could even fill out this gap here. We got a little gap here also. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight, Pan? Ooh, man. If it couldn't get through the 96s, we probably weren't going to move down. We have another level sitting at 96, so that means that probably going to move back up here since we could not lose those 96. You kind of need to lose those 96 level. I don't see how we don't get stopped out this second time. You hardly ever get the first push. I could see you surviving, but the second push is very rare when you get those second and third pushes. What's up, man? No, we do just evals in the Asia market and fundeds in New York. Like I said, if we can't lose this 96 area, we're not going to move down. And we keep bouncing off the 96. I'm trading Bulanox evals. Oh, 96 is a VWAP on your screen? And this next candle could blast off here. We got 28 seconds left before a new 5-minute candle. And the bears could not push it down. What's up, fishing catcher? Eight seconds. Now, see, if this thing goes right here and does not sweep down, this thing will more likely will manipulate and go back out the other side. If it does not push here. That's scary. Because I see that a lot where we get the fake out on one side of the candle and it'll blast out the other. Oh, so close. There we go. All right. We don't care what happens now. Just got to get through the 75s and it should go. Oh, Trump is tweeting? All right, got one more set of levels. Like I said, if we cannot get down through here, guys, we could be running those tops up there. Got to get through the 75s here. That's back at the previous day high. Previous day high always offers like crazy resistance. And also, if you kind of look to the left over here, there's a lot of candles here, guys. But if we lose that, man, I don't see how we don't sell down. I'm just going to put it down there just in case. Get one of them waterfall actions like we got last night that we were on the wrong side of. We got 4 minutes for the giveaway, guys. So 4 more minutes. So if you haven't entered, we have here we go. 25 people that's entered. Still really good odds. And I'm not sure if we're going. I know I'm one of those in there, so I won't let myself win. And we can decide on Methodical Man in a little bit if y'all want. We're like, no, Methodical, get out of here. Oh no, there's the pop. Yeah, Methodical Man's in there. He's always in the back door, guys. He's always sneaking in. Oh goodness. He can't be trusted. Still could not get the push through, guys. Still could not get the push through. So the 405 is probably going to be my stop loss area here if we push back up into the 24,000s. Exclamation Huss, too rich. You still got 2 minutes left. Oh man. Like I said, back above the 05, this pivot area, we will close this trade. Because this is my runner that's left, and I don't really want to take too big of a loss on the runner here if we get back above that pivot. The other, we're over on the vertical side, yo. Yeah, that's all it's doing is just kind of bouncing back and forth, giving bacon. You still got a minute 30 seconds. You just got to go to the vertical screen. There you go. Well, as long as you're not in heavy more, and if you do take a loss, as long as it's not devastating to your account, don't do like I did last night, going with 5 freaking micros and hold it for 30, 40 points. Oh no, it didn't. Dude, look at that. Look, I'm talking about did we miss that entry? Oh, I had it in the wrong spot. Dude, there was your other entry. Look at that. No drawdown. Goodness. 6 for 6 tonight on gold. And I didn't take any, guys. I didn't take any of them. 6 for 6. The other charts were gold. Now this is the NQ. The other charts were gold. Let me put my email in the chat real quick. So whoever wins, that's where you'll send me an email with the number in there. Pick winner. Oh, someone named. Yep. Whatever how you pronounce that. Alagenda. Blah blah blah. So let's see if we can pronounce some of it for the giveaway. Mulligan or Agenida. Can anybody pronounce that name? All right, we'll put his name in the chat. Hey, uh, the winners. Here's the winner, guys. Let me see. Probably from Brazil. Alexandra? Is that how it's pronounced in English? Okay. So Alexandra in English. I'm not sure how to pronounce that in his language. There's no X. Yeah, I know. I was still waiting for them to pop up in the chat. They aren't here. We can at least give them a few minutes. Do we just want to pick a new winner? Okay. Um. Oh. Oh, he's in there at the last second. Oh, how funny! All right. Woo! They were trying to get you out of there. All right. Send me an email. Uh, tell me if you want a 50K or 25K. In the email, you need to put some kind of number in there. Then tell me what it is in the chat. I think our runner just got stopped out, guys. Yeah, runner got stopped out. Get everything logged in. You have to send an email now, not later. Did you send the email yet? Remember, when you send an email, you need to put like a number in there that only you know what it is. Know what it is. Someone was asking, how do you pronounce your name in English? No, someone from the other chat, Nick, was asking if he was right. He Yeah, I think you were right, Nick. Yeah, you were right when you put that in the chat. Yeah, Nick over here in my other chat was shoot. I almost forgot about my. Sorry about that, guys. All right, what was the number you put in your? Yeah, you sent it. What was the number you put in there? Oh, dude, Gold Trade's like 6 for 6 tonight. Just put in the chat what was the numbers in the email. You're close. You left off the number. There you go. Just copy and paste that code when you go to checkout, and it shouldn't cost anything. All right. All right, guys. We only have 25Ks left the rest of the week. I'm doing good, mate. All right. Sorry about that. Kind of got distracted with the giveaway a while ago. Do we another another entry here? Mm. That one just looks so scary. You're in short. I like the shorts. Whew. Very, very tight leash on this. I got in too early. We're only going to risk $50 on this trade because I don't really want to. I don't want to risk the amount that we need to risk. Oh, that's usually pretty scary whenever it doesn't go right away. You want it to be fairly quick here. Oh, the ES is going up, so gold may go down. We're only in this for $50, so if it comes down here and stops us out, we're out $50. I had to make sure. Make sure I wasn't on the mini. I don't want to risk $150 methodical. I'll just too much. I'd rather just risk the 5 points here. Did you take the same trade, methodical man? Yes, it is 15 points. Usually what we okay. Usually what we have it on. 1 point with the mini. Oh, yeah, dude. The 1 point would have banged right off the rip on the back door. Uh, I feel like if we lose that previous day high, man, we're probably going down pretty good. Are you in for what? One mini or the one micro? About to check the news. All right, looks like our runner may get stopped out here. Now, why are you out already? 30 seconds left. This thing could just dump crazy through this previous day high here. All right, let's see. That was for 50 bucks. Yep, 50 bucks. Yeah, you're supposed to play those with a 15-point stop loss, but there's just no way that I'm going to do that tonight. Not after we've already had like 6 or 7 winners. The next one is down at 46.99. Are you going to take that one? No. Why aren't you going to take that one just because it's been hit so many times? What was that, Matt? I'm sorry, I missed your message. This is gold here. We're still getting a nice push down. We're going to get a really good move here if we get through this previous day high here. We've already done the giveaway. Someone's already won. Sweet. $5 profit. We'll do some more giveaways later this week. Wow. Look at the nice short here, guys. I don't know if it's going to offer us an opportunity or not. finally got through those 75s. If we can stay printed underneath the 75s, then we can probably look for another short. We got a minute 30 seconds left. I know. I wish we could have just went on that first move earlier. That way, I didn't get stopped out. We're just kind of waiting to see what happens with this next candle. But you got to think we got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got about 14, 15 candles on the 5 minute sitting there, so it's going to take a lot to get through that. Nice on the take profit. Nice on the short, guys. For anybody that held that short this whole time. About to have a new 5 minute candle. I know as soon as I try to short this thing's going to go straight back up. It's just not pushing through convincingly. Oh, shoot. I still think it's going to take a little bit to get through this. Uh, the futures market's always open. It's a worldwide markets, chef. So this would be your Asia market. So I guess we would need to break 62 here. Yeah, so 8 o'clock is when Asia market opens. Well, the Tokyo session, or is it Tokyo? Yeah, Tokyo. Then London will open at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then New York 9:30. I want to take the short here, but it's really tough to. Excuse me. Yeah, I want to take the short here, but it's really tough to take the short when you have all this consolidation here. And we would have to get through 62. This is Ninja Trader Cobra. Uh, Romo, this is 5 minutes. So gold just traded another ledge here. Let's see. Is it already? Let's see what time it is. You only have about 10 minutes left. Uh, yeah, let me do it in a new window here or a new tab because I know it's going to mess up my charts. I don't know why it does this, but it's just what it does. What's up, Nicholas? My sell stop limits to start the trade. Yeah, we're running into two big hourly wicks here, so might get a little of a little hard time push through those. If we get through what those, we got what all the way down to the previous day. Is trying to just get more structure there. It's raining and cold. Yeah, it was supposed to rain the rest of the week here where we're at too. Mm, I feel like was that the gold trade while ago or no? Oh, you're fine, man. Shoot, we all need breaks every now and then. I'm only one in the 4 hour charts and long. I did like the when I looked at the hourly charts while ago that we brought them up that we were bouncing off of these two wicks here. We'd have to kind of get through those 62s considered another short. He blew your account. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Woof. Dude, gold just rocked that. Dude, gold is just unstoppable tonight. That's okay. I blew an eval last night myself, Nicholas. I took a huge. I literally bought the bottom of a move last night, and so I just told myself tonight we weren't going to sit through any type of drawdown. So we're going to close our trade if we have to. Sounds good, Gambit. Have a good evening. Trying to see if that gold play hit. No, it didn't. It missed it by just like a tick. I think we're already almost at that time of the night where you don't take any more gold trades. You're looking for a short. What's up, Fish Lips? How are you doing tonight? It's been pretty quiet for myself. We tried this one. We tried this short on the initial push down. This is this, I guess, second time it's pushed down, and we ended up getting stopped out on our runner. It's killing me. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, so we're only up $50 right now because we lost that gold trade while ago. I don't even. I don't know where my P&L thing went to. You just closed your trade. No, I guess I'm not sure about the TTM squeeze concept, Edward. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we're only up $50 because we lost $50 on that last trade. I do like this run back down here, this triple equal lows at 62. I'm not sure where the VWAP is more. I feel like if we can lose to 62s, we get a really good move to the downside. It's at 991. No, everything we take is usually off higher time frames or support and resistance. Some type of support and resistance, Edward. So most of the lines you see, like we like to trade around pivots, previous day highs and lows, consolidation zones, I guess support and resistance, previous day close, or if you're looking for the previous day low, just in between pivots, whole numbers. Nice on completing one of your fundeds there, Nick. Probably more price action. The only thing I use the indicators for is level base, is like what do you want to call it? Kind of like my pivots I use. Yeah, so everything like pull and fib. I like pulling. I use Fibonacci a lot. There is really no like, I want to say like setup where you're looking at to run a high, run a low, break a those create a gap, pull back into a gap. Most of it's pretty simple. Try to buy in discount and sell in premium. Or, vice versa, depending on which way you're going. All right, here comes a new 4-hour candle here. So I like the move to the downside better than I do the upside. Mostly of my trades are also taking off the 5 minutes. So if you go, sorry about that. So if you go to the morning, even though we had like insane sell off today. So all these little boxes represents higher time frames. So you can see these are your 4-hour candles, and each of these individually candles are your hourly candles. Uh-oh. Where are we at? Okay. So this morning, we took our trade off of this 5-minute candle here for 30 points. So once this 5-minute candle is broke above this consolidation zone, we broke the previously hourly candle. We waited for this candle to pull back, which it pulled back about 20%, and we got long here right at the close of this candle. And we hit first take profit, then the second take profit was at 30 points because we knew we were kind of heading into that previous day high. Then I want to say we ended up shorting this candle too. We almost took this whole move here down this morning also. So we took the whole move down. Then we got another 50 or 70 points on the move back up. So what we did here is once this candle pushed up here, we found support above our pivots. And so we caught this move to the upside also. So had some really nice big trades this morning. You shorty? I'm in Central Time, Edward. So it is 9 o'clock. I'm not really a stay up late person because I get up so early. Like, I'll probably go to bed probably no later than 10 o'clock my time. I try to, but I'll be back up between like 3 and 4 o'clock my time. So we probably only sleep about 4 or 5 hours. Usually, an order blocks form when you got like 3 candles. 3 candles, I think. Or you can just put it on TradingView and it'll mark them out for you. Let's see. We can put some order blocks on here. I hadn't used them in forever. You still can't get used to can't get used to getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Uh, I've always been an early person. I think my whole life, man, I've been an early person. I don't think I've ever been someone to sleep in. I want to say this is kind of the 50% area on this leg here. So we're kind of in that 50 to 60% pullback. I'd almost anticipating us running these equal. We got like triple equal lows down there. I just don't see how we don't go back there and rerun those. You like to see 875? Yeah, that would be a nice little sell there, fish lips. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Are you in short right now, fish lips? Are you waiting? Yeah, it's just somebody else's name in the other horizontal lobby. Whew, they raised the reset prices to 111. Wow, that's pretty pricey. You might just set up Bulinox there, Nick. I must have left my phone in there. I thought I heard my phone. Or is my phone in here? Nope. You love going short. These stream up streams. You get your Bulinox set up, Nick. It's only like $15 to 15 to $20 to start out. Then once you pay for your funded, at least you have it funded. You do have to make a little bit more money with them, but once you get that buffer in there, it's not that bad. uh, the buffer in the 50Ks is 2600. That's on the funded. For the 25Ks, it's 1600. So that's the one that I've been working on. This is that one that I need 53,600. No, you take your payouts at 3,600. So I got 53,346 in this account at the moment. Well, once you get to $3,600, you request 1,000. Then it takes it back down to $2,600. Then you make another. You just have to make another $1,000 to get a payout. Or if you want to make more, you just make more. You just got to keep the $2,600. I want to say after the third payout, you. I would have to go look. They might have changed it. You can just request the whole thing. But they are a Ripnik account. Yeah, just see if we can get that 75 touch. Don't want it to bounce here on me. I'd rather just re-enter. Okay. In case we bounce here. No, it's straight Ripnik accounts. Could bounce back up here off this previous day high. There is so much consolidation in there. I don't have anything against Apex funded futures. I just don't talk about them because I don't have like their discount code, so I don't mention them. I I, I still use them on the side. I just don't talk about them. The only three companies that I really trade with right now is Luciv, Bulanox, and My Funded Futures. Yeah, we're on every day. We trade in the morning from usually 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, 11:15. Then we're on My Funded Futures from 11:30 to 12:30 with the Methodical Man. My Funded Futures account that I've been working on, we're at what 891 on that one, so we're almost over $1,000. How many different accounts we're trading with at the moment? Uh, let's see, three, four, five, six, seven different accounts. We regularly trade three fundeds with Bulanox because you only can have three funded accounts with them. I lost my Luciv funded a few weeks back, so we're trying to get our funded Luciv back. We need another 300 and well, what's that? Yeah, $300 to pass this one because I think you got to make 1250. Then the accounts that I trade on my funded futures. No, for some reason, Nick, I guess I've never understood why, Bulanox doesn't have a trade of eight. But they only use Ripnik connections. But they are one of the cheapest up front, you know. So you can get a 25K with them for 15 bucks or 50K for 19. But you do pay more on the back end. But when you do pay more, you're getting an account. There's those almost equal lows. I just didn't see how we didn't run those. Yeah, I trust me. There's some prop firms I won't trade with because if they don't have Ninja and they only have Quantower, I've get don't get me wrong. I've given Quantower multiple tries. There's nothing wrong with Quantower. They got nice charts. It's just hard for me to get used to them. So I mean, I definitely understand that. As trying to change up the charts that you trade on. It's very tough. So we're back in the short again. Oh, this wasn't a gold tree, was it? No. So if you wanted to play this right, your stop loss would have to be up here at 96. I'm not really sure. I don't see why we can't move up. I mean, heck, we've been moving down for quite a few days, but I think we get some kind of pullback here before we move up, like over the overnight session. I don't even know if we'll get down through this because there is a lot of consolidation between what 40 and 60. Oh man, solo the Asian market has been pumping lately, man. We've been getting trust me, I got burnt last night on that one trade. we it wrecked me so fast. I literally bought the bottom last night solo. I couldn't even save myself either. Because that's one thing that about the Asia market, it always has those 50% pullbacks. So even if you bought the wrong side, you'll get that little pullback to save yourself. Yeah, we only use Ninja. Ninja only. We still didn't run those lows. For us to move down, we're going to have to get through the 62s. 62. It says I blew my flex. I passed yesterday night only when it blew up my account. Yeah, that's what wrecked my account yesterday too. Solo. I should have just let it go and just closed the trade. And I made sure I did that tonight. I told myself I was not going to hold any losers tonight. So if it starts ripping against me, I was just going to close it. We're on the MNQ, so we're trading micros on the NQ. We're trading 25Ks and 50Ks, so we have to trade fairly small when trading these accounts. Right now, we're back at the 50% of the move back up. So the blue line you see in that box, that's the 50% of the candle. Once we break those 62s, guys, we should get a nice sell down. Just got to get through them. Most days whenever I'm trading, I have like a fixed loss. So like a lot of times I try not to risk over 20 points when we're trading. So even when I enter, I try not to. I stay away from breakout 5 minute candles most days, and try to only take trades off of new candles unless it's at nighttime and the market's a little slower. 964 support. Yeah, that's the area that we need to break if we're going to sell down. If we can't break those 64 to 62, it's just going to keep popping back up. And you're saying there's an order block there on the 15 minutes. Let me change the time frame here because I put order blocks on my trading view chart because someone was talking about them. Oh yeah, big Woo. Yeah, there is a big order block sitting there. The top of it is sitting at 973. So someone in the chat says that we have a 15-minute order block sitting here. So that's why we're kind of just bouncing at the moment. And also, I mean, you can it's obviously, I mean, you can see all the consolidation here too. So you this is the area that we keep bouncing off of. You're just not sure how many times it's going to have to take before we finally get through there. And plus, being in the Asia market, I don't know. Sometimes I say that during the Asia market, and this thing will just end up just dumping off, kind of like it did last night. We didn't respect no levels last night in the Asia market. We just kept going and going and going, and we were up like 200 or 300 points. What sucks is I was actually in that long. That's what really annoys me. I took that long right under that previous day close. got wicked out, and that thing just shot up like 70 points. So the 50% here is probably going to be my line in the sand to close my runner. I don't really want it back above the 80 to 85 area. If anything, we fill in this gap. Yeah, we got short at 80. We were looking for another previous day high touch at the 75s. We are short from the 80. But I know we have to get through the 60s for us to move down. That's always the worst. That happens to me all the time, and I don't want to re enter. You bought 4 stocks and you rid them all 4. Nice. Eventually, I wouldn't mind start trading a cash account on futures. I feel like I've gotten to the point where I think I could stay pretty consistent with a funded account, a cash account. About 2.5 years consistently. What's up, man? Okay, night so far. We've just taken a few little shorts. Man, is this gonna be another? Is this gonna be another winner here on gold? But this is after the 10 o'clock. No, definitely not an expert trader. Like anybody else, man. I take my fair share of losses, like anybody else. The only thing that I try to stay super consistent on is my funded accounts. We don't really take a lot of losses on the fundeds, at least the ones that we try really hard not to. So let's see here. So like the funded account that we just took a payout last month, I've been trading this account since what, December 4th, and I've only taken 5 losses in what, December, January, February, March. So 4 months, only 5 losses. So we usually stay pretty consistent with the fundeds. Uh, the other funded that we trade on a regular, I think we've taken 3 losses in it since February. So we've traded it for 2 months with only 3 losses on that one. Oh yeah, I've done my most of the time. It's usually I did have a revenge trading moment last about 2 weeks ago on my Lucif funded. That was the last funded account I blew, was my Lucif accounts. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember the exact date. I'm pretty sure I can go on the Elusive website. I'm pretty sure it's on there because they usually tell you like your breakdown trades. But that was probably the last funded that we revenge trade, and I did the same exact thing. I took like a fairly big loss on that trade, and we tried to up our size on it. And that's the only thing about Lucif, man. You don't, not Lucif, but that certain Lucif account, you only got $1,000 in drawdown. No, I've never read any trading book. I've looked at some, but For anybody that wants to read trading book, if you go to the Discord, I think we have almost every single trading book available. If you feel if you want to read read books, or I think you can probably upload them in something and it'll read it to you. For anybody that's into trading books. So if you go over to Discord, they have pretty much every, I don't know, they probably have almost every single trading book you can think of. Well, no, I guess not. That's about, but I think that one's in there. I feel like I've seen that one somewhere. It's probably fairly popular. Let's see. I feel like I've heard that name before too. Like I think I've heard somebody else in the lobby bring that name up. The Catfish Taylor. Yeah, that's pretty much what I done, Nick. I mean, just and a lot of chart time. Oh, you blew it on the 5 minutes? You cannot buy a 5 minute breakout. I can tell you that now, Gilbert. If you buy a 5 minute breakout and that thing pulls back on you, you're effed. That 5 minute pullback lately will get you. I'm on the 5 minutes. I will trade 5 minute breakouts, but it'll have to be like 3 candles. I'm only a fan of the 3 candles. You couldn't get out fast enough. I bet, man. Like, it one of those you thought you were on the 1 minute and you were buying a breakout and it had one of those big wicks pullbacks because those things will get you, man. Especially in the morning. Yeah, I've seen. I mean, look at this wick here. Well, no, this one's only about 20, 30 points here, but man, some of those wicks from this morning. If you went back and looked at the wick from this morning, it was an insane wick. I guess it filled in. So this first here, it pushed all the way up here like 100 points, then pulled all the way back. It was like 100 point wick. Heck yeah, nice $700, man. I can't wait to start trading a cash account again one day. I had a cash account, but we just ended up just not trading it. So maybe eventually we'll get back to a cash account. I feel like I've been pretty consistently lately that I think I could do a cash account. The white box is the previous. No, that's a 4 hour candle. So what that is doing is it's marking out the 4 hour candle. It is what I use the in tomorrow morning. I don't really use it at the night times. So I use it tomorrow morning. So this is what my charts look like in the morning. This way it allows me to see the hourly candles without looking at multiple charts. This way, because I like to trade the opening. So when you're trading the opening, you don't really have time to sit there and look at 4 or 5 different charts on different time zones because most of these trades are super quick. So this way it allows you to see if you ran the 4 hour low or if you're pulling back into a 50% of the previously hourly candle. Or so like for instance, I took this short here and we were targeting the hourly low here. So this happened once we broke that freaking previous day high here today. So we actually took this for some nice little profit today. We took multiple trades off of this today. And they were quick. I mean, they're not even a setup, man. You could just jump in and those things were just moving so fast. Uh-oh. They were moving like 100 points within like seconds. But you easily could have got screwed over if you got on the wrong side of one of those trades. So what I was doing is I was trading those off the Rico candles this morning. A lot of times in the New York session, I like trading Rico candles. We did lose those 62, so that's a plus. No, we mainly trade off support and resistance and off 5-minute candles, around whole numbers. I like trading in between whole numbers. So I hardly ever take trades into whole numbers unless I'm targeting a whole number. Because we always, most of the time, get some kind of resistance off of whole numbers. But I do like trading breakouts on evals. What's up, M1Z? Yeah, we have a Discord. I don't trade live or anything in there. We just post usually funny stuff in there or share how your trading day went or stuff like that. Were you trading the opening with us this morning? Yeah, I've never done forex either myself. We only do futures. Gold was 7 for 7 tonight, guys, which is insane. Gold does not lose. I got to really start paying attention to gold. I just got to start placing my orders. Every single gold trade tonight worked. Ugh, that's pity, pity, pity that we didn't take any of them. Well, we did take one, but it was a loss because I didn't play it right. Because if you don't have your stop loss where it needs to be, and I didn't. Oh, you're thinking gold hits 5K by Friday? Where's gold at now? I didn't even look at the numbers. We're at 4,700. Man, this entry paid quite a bit. Let's see where all the entries were today. Let's see. We created another Was that right here? I feel like that was in this area somewhere. I'm trying to remember. Oh no, it was this. This was the first gold trade, I think. Let's see there. Then this was the second one. That would have been your second entry. I don't know. I just know that it was like 6 for 6 or 7 for 7 tonight. Oh my goodness. What time is it? We'll hang out for a few more minutes. I was kind of just seeing how much we would sell off before we close this trade. We do not want to print back above the 62, guys. 62 is the area that we need to stay below. Let's see, where could we pull back to? You would think that we would just want to pull back into all of this resistance here at 67. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 wicks there. So you want to see that area hold. You're definitely tempted to short the next pop. Uh, I feel like that previous day high was the short. That should have been your next short opportunity. So your short when it broke this previous day high, this next candle when it wigged back into that previous day high, that that should have been your short if you wanted to be a safe short and not a cheap short at that, because then you would use that previous day high as your stop loss. So a lot of times that's how we use you know the support resistant levels. Try to wait for us to get a wick above it to print back into it, then take the short or long off of that area. Dude, this thing could easily go all the way back up to the pivot at 24,006. So 6 before we sell back down. So I may even just go and close this if we get back above these 74s. A swing short? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we were short from 80. This was the runner that's left over. The end of day trail has no consistency rules. I haven't really looked into a lot of the APEC rules because I haven't been using them. Nice 50% pullback on the 4-hour charts. So the blue dotted line across the chart here, that is the 50% of the 4-hour candle. We trapped the 1 minute EMAs on the previous day. I don't even ever look at the 1 minute chart no more, man. For the longest, I could only trade on the 1 minute because I traded there so much. How I started on the 5 minute charts is I started trading 5 minute inside bars. So the very first 5 minute inside bar that happens after the market opens, we would take that trade. And so I just started watching 5 minutes, and we just have never left the 5 minutes since we started doing that. And that's kind of been a while back. All right. Woo. So now we just strictly just do the 5 minute charts. Uh no, we could easily go all the way back up to 24,006 and retest that pivot. So just be aware that that's a possibility here. I might even go and just close this because I feel like it's going to stop me out. Let's see if we get it. Watch this. I'm gonna do 1 micro to the 24,006. Let's see if it goes up there or not. Now, this is just a filler trade, guys. This is just 1 micro, so please don't follow this. It's just 1 micro. 1 micro. I'm still looking for shorts if it goes up there and hits the 25,000. I don't know if it will. It's just a guess. Nothing's 100%, guys. Nothing's 100%. If it goes up there and hits the 24,005, I will short off that if it makes it up there. Now, this thing could pull back under the previous day high here and stop me out with my little micro. And I almost feel like your stop loss has to be here if you want to have the correct stop loss. We'll hang out till about another 10 minutes, guys. Then I have to get off because I have to go to sleep. You're short. Nice on your short, man. I'm not sure if I'm even going to hold this. We'll give it a few more minutes. I know sometimes whenever we break down, we always get pulled back into our pivots. So I wasn't sure if we got the pull back into our pivots here. And that is sitting at 24,003. Still got a minute 30 seconds. Yeah, that's a nice short, man. If you've been holding that since 24,010, I still feel like we have tons of room back to the downside. I'm just not sure what kind of pullback we got here. I would still be looking for shorts. Like, I'm still short bias. 50 seconds left. 50 seconds. You want to see the lower? Yeah, we just made what, the three candles on the 5 minutes. So man, this next candle we could just dump. If this next candle breaks this wick of a low here, we will close this trade. I will not hold this trade past the 70s. And this, like I said, this is just a one micro filler type trade. So we're in it for what, 20 bucks? Oh shoot. I don't want to get wicked out on that candle. It's this candle. The accounts that we're trading now, Cobra, are evaluation accounts. If we can break the 67s here, you should get a nice push to the downside if you're in your short. They were bearish the last few weeks with a lot of a lot of moves back and forth. Today was probably the first really big breakout that we've had in a few weeks, at least in the New York session. That was the hardest $50 you made. Heck yeah. Are you trading your funded accounts, Nick? Do you use the ADA when checking daily bias? No, I don't. I think we get a nice pullback in overnight session. We usually do. Dude, I still think this thing is. Watch this thing end up now going up to the freaking going up to the 2400s, retesting those 24,000s. Good night, Davo. Yeah, I'm same. I'm about to. I'm about to call it too, man. It's already kind of hitting that 10 o'clock hour, like I said. Dude, the gold just pop again. I don't know. You think we're gonna? I mean, that is a really nice big 5 minute trend here. For anybody that likes to trade trends. It's probably stopped me out so we can go up to the 24,006. It's the way it usually goes. I will look for a short off the 25,006 too. At least a filler trade. Oh, you believe we retraced 50% of that yesterday's move? Oh yeah, definitely. I can see that. Now I have looked at dailies for that too. Like I haven't done it in a minute, where I used to go and look at the 50% pullbacks and see what we would get. Let's see. Hmm. Is there anybody in a longer short? Is anybody holding? I know somebody said they were holding from the tens. I didn't know if anybody else was in a short. Sounds good. Yeah, same here, Cobra. I'm about to call it a night for myself, man. If I stay on here, continue trading all night, I'll end up doing something stupid and causing myself to get caught up in a trade. Ooh, it's 5 a.m. where you're at in Guinea. Oh, in Norway. Are you in Norway? 23:45. I like that push for that level more. I mean, we do almost. Oh, okay, Hungary. You're in the Tom Sabo neck of woods. Do you watch the Tom Sabo Norway? You're just kind of watching, not really trading. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's multiples. I couldn't tell you like who's the best. I guess it really depends on what if you're using probably real money or if you're using prop firms. I'm not sure which one's the cheapest either. I don't know if I've ever compared their accounts. I think they offer very similar accounts as what I've seen. Because I've only, my funded futures usually does good with their payouts, and they have about the same competitive prices as elusive. So I think those two companies are kind of like they're in the same price range. And I think they have about the same rules. So I know it's a upfront cost with my funded futures and elusive. So whatever you pay up front, that's like already paying for your funded account, Blackthor, if you pass it. Which to me, I think that's good if you're good at passing evals. If you're good at passing evals, definitely my funded futures and elusive are the ones to go with because they got that kind of like you know the middle of the road pricing. So yeah, I'm not taking any more trades at the moment. We're actually working on a elusive and a my funded futures. We're working on a 50K my funded futures and a 25K on elusive right now. Black Thor. Okay, so you're doing Top Step. Yeah, there's a lot of people use Top Step too. I don't know what their pricing is. I haven't really looked at their pricing in forever. I think they would have what probably the same prices, kind of like what Elusive and My Funded Futures have, right? Isn't it like $50 or something like that for it and count? No, but I think with them you got to pay an activation fee. Do you got to pay an activation fee with Top Step? I heard bad feel sometimes. That's probably on that what Project X. Or can you only trade Top Step on Project X? Okay, so there is a no activation fee option. Okay. Thanks for getting the loyalty badge, Cobra. Do you think we continue the downtrend? I think after we go up there and touch the 24,006, I think we sell down from there. Well, at least we're not red tonight. We did blow our eval last night. We finished our eval off on gold. Guys, I got to start taking these gold trades. I'm just going to have to set them on there and just not really walk away, but not pay attention to them because all these gold trades are hitting. I'm talking about all of them. This thing was 7 for 7 tonight on gold. Like every single trade worked tonight. I think tomorrow's the first, so hopefully, hopefully we can start off April good with a nice funded trade tomorrow. And like I said, we still need to make 250. Let's see if this thing doesn't get blasted. Oof. Edit the 0.08. I wouldn't take this on an account that matters, guys. I'm only going to do this on a eval. Those are pivot levels. Walking. I'm gonna take that off just in case. We'll just wait and see what happens. So basically, you just go to standard pivots and just change it to Fibonacci. Thank you, Nick. Real tight VWAP on the 1 hour. We're on a micros walking. So most time on funded, usually three contracts. Usually we look for 10 or 15 points to 30 points in the morning. That's kind of what we were showing a while ago on our accounts. So we just try to keep it consistency with the fundeds. There's been a few trades where we've taken, more wins. Some have been by accident though, because I've traded it more times than I needed to. But most of my morning trades are usually around about $120. Eval can vary. I mean, dude, eval. You're trying to pass a apex. Ooh. I don't ever try to pass evals at this time of the night. Usually I just try to get a little profit. That way tomorrow morning when the New York session starts, we have a little bit of green. I still need to make $250 more to get another payout, James. We are I don't know where that is. Ooh, very tempting here. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the other charts. So I will try to short up here at the 24. $24.06. You're up 462. Nice. Lost 128. I think we get the move, but didn't. Let's see. What is that again, Nick? Fake out. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with like all three chats. I've been trying to figure out how I can add all three chats together because there's 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 so much information in these chats sometimes. especially the TikTok chat. The TikTok chat is probably the hardest to keep up with. You've been scalping your way to the profit. Nice. Are you still trading, Nick, or are you still sitting on the sidelines? Oh, you've been just doing a sniping type trading walking? Let's see. With Lucive, James, I've gotten no payouts. I've only ever had one funded account with Lucive, James, and I blew it like 2 weeks ago. We are trying to get our second one. We're about to break the VWAP. That is definitely one that I would like to really get my account to pay out. I don't really want to buy too many of their accounts until I can start passing a few, because I'm already trading like 7 different accounts, so it's really hard to keep up with all these things. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed whenever I got too many accounts. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, or I feel like I have to take too many trades. Yeah, I'm fairly new to Lucive. I've tried to copy trader before. I've gotten burned a few times with the copy trader, so I try not to really use it that much. That's what I try to consistently stick to, Nick, is the three funded for most to trade. But that's why I've been trying to get to 10 funded accounts with Bulanox. I still need to get 4 more to get to 10. What I like about the Bulanox accounts is once you pass them, you don't have to pay for them. They just kind of sit in the wing. So they just kind of sit there. Excuse me, guys. Let me keep yawning. Goodness. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, April we can hit our next two payouts in April. So we need to still make $250 on one account and 950 on the other. So these are the two fundeds that we're trading the most. Is the one that we have 53,346 in. This was probably the last account that we took a payout on back in February. Unfortunately, we didn't get there in March. March, I struggled most of the March. I don't know about the rest of you, but I was on the struggle bus in March. There was like the last 2 weeks, I was just feel like I was surviving. The last 2 weeks have been rough. At least for me, they have been. It seems like almost every day, like you get a funded win, a loss, funded win, a loss. It's been like that type of price action for me lately. Do I buy into junior mining space? No, I'm not even sure what what that is. Papa, how have you been, Papa? You been slinging them gold trades around? About 2.5 years. Uh, I don't guess I really do like specific like teaching. I just show people what I do because I mean, I just share what I'm doing. I try not to look at it as like I'm trying to teach somebody to trade because a lot of times I'm always asking questions from the people here who are trading with us. I try not to like I guess think about the whole teaching. I just try to just share how I trade. I guess that's more or less what it's about than really teaching. I think most of the people do that. They're usually selling like discords or selling signals and discords and stuff. Oh, 2.5 years. Oh, I see what you said. You put the thing over there. You're looking for a sell, Bulldog? I don't like to sell unless we go up there and retouch that 24,006. Yeah, we're fairly new to this. I mean, I guess compared to like some of the like super long term traders that have probably been doing this stuff for freaking 5 to 10 to 15 years. I probably sure I make my fair share of mistakes just as most of anybody else that are in the lobby. Nice on the break even, mate. The only accounts that we really try hard to stay consistent on, James, is our funded accounts. Let's see. uh, March, no. February, yes. I was hoping that we would get like a $2,000 in payout this past month, but we did not. I feel like I've been stuck all of February. I mean, all of March. Then I feel like I survived March. I feel like I just barely made through March. But we should get a payout again for April. Probably just a little under 2,000 for this year. Because we trade fairly small. And that's because I don't really have like tons of money that I can spend on evals and funded accounts. So that's why I usually try to trade small and try to stay consistent. You made money in March, but you spent a shitload of money. Oof. Yeah, that's always been my key is to try to just make little money without spending a lot of money. And because I just know what happens if I try to over leverage my accounts, I'll just end up blowing them. So we try to just trade small. Now that we finally got a couple good funded accounts built up, so now we only have to make like $1,000 to get to payouts now. So my next payout would be hopefully I can get a payout this week or next week because I need 250 bucks to get to the next payout. I don't really know much about options, Papa. I think you've talked about the options, but I know very little about options. Let's see. Where's I don't have my phone. What is that? 3,600, 4,600, 6,000. So we've made almost $7,000 in funded accounts over the last few months. If you if you add like how much I've gotten my fundeds at the moment. And that's the three fundeds that we're trading here. So we got 3,346 in this fundeds. This is the one we need $250 for payout. This one's got 1,600, almost 1,700 in this one. We've already taken 1,000 out of this one, so this will be the second time that we're hopefully we'll get to that second 1,000, and we only got 700 in this Beulah Knox account. But like I said, I want to say the one that I have the 53,346. I went back and looked a while ago. I think we've taken 5 losses over 4 months, and that's trading the New York AM opening on that particular account. I don't do any kind of like trade coaching or anything like that. Oh, you're saying you offer? Oh, you offer day trading coaching. Okay, yeah, that's for I guess anybody that's interested in that kind of stuff. How did you do with the options expiring last Friday, Papa? Did you do fairly well, or did you close your position before they expire from last week? Man, guys, I have to get off. It's almost. I meant to get off here at 10, and it's already 10:20. 10:20. Ugh, I'm gonna be so sleepy tomorrow. You got. I mean, I have to stream all morning tomorrow too, because goodness, I at least have to go till 11:30. Oh, so you went in the options last Friday when they expired, Papa? Or are you just still doing the gold? I know you've been in here a few times. I just can't remember. Thank you, James. We'll be back for the New York session if anybody wants to trade the New York session. I usually trade the opening every morning. I think we got a 30-point funded trade in the New York session this morning. So it was a decent New York session today. The only time I got my butt kicked from taking stupid trades was during the I took too many losers and I held my trade on my funded futures. All right, guys. Thank you, guys, and everyone have a good evening.